Hi everyone. So this channel is all about gardening. You can see a lot of plants behind me. I'm very passionate about plants. Subscribe to the channel and follow my videos on this. Stay tuned. Also follow me on Facebook for daily updates if that's something that you're interested in. The first one is the Brazil Phylodendron basket that I'm in love with right now. This is the one. Then there is a couple of Monstera adenosides. One is this one with 2 or 3 branches. One is this one with another branch. This is the Aglonema pink something. I don't know the name exactly. This is also my new acquisition, Pilia peperomoides. It was initially in shock and slowly giving out more growth. This is my dinner plate Aurelia plant that I'm trying to propagate. Do you see the roots here? So you can, and new shoots have also started coming in. This is how it looks. Some of the leaves are drying out. So I'm trying to produce new plants from this. I think I have to change the water. And this is the Monstera section. This is the Monstera section. A couple of new leaves coming up. You see one here on this one here on this one. So I hope they have good fenestrations. The first leaf, the topmost leaf on the other one was kind of in trauma since the shipping. So hopefully the new one that is coming up. So I think they are both competing with each other in terms of who will come first. The next one is this Scindapsus pictus. I recently shifted it from a large basket to a small basket to make it more bushier and root bound. So this is how beautiful it looks. There are, I think, 3 branches here. There are 2 kinds. One is the vining kind and one is the kind of a shrub kind. This is the first variety and this is the second variety. I think it's losing color a little bit. You can see from here. There's a second variety. So it has very shiny leaves. I like it. I'm planning to order a couple more from Amazon to make a good basket. I forgot to mention one more on my east facing window. So this is the east facing window and this is one more type of sansevieria that I have. So it's growing tremendously in the past couple of months. This new branch that is coming up, it was kind of this big initially. This is the only leaf that I had and it was not even rooted when I bought it from the nursery. I bought it for 70 rupees in a nursery, which is about $1. So now it has grown majestic. It's also pushing out a lot of new growth from inside. So, you know, the growth is also coming out from inside this and also the outer portion. So yeah, this is the east facing window. Let's talk about my Monstera Borsigiana. So I could not find a spot for it in a lighted environment, so it's a little bit sad right now because you see the newest leaf that came in had no fenestrations at all. So the older leaves has this kind of fenestrations and this kind of different kind of fenestrations, but this doesn't have anything because it had complete lack of light. So this leaf came in and the growth has also slowed down a little bit because I couldn't find space near my northwest facing window with the clouds and everything, so I have to shift it outside. As you can see, the internodal distance between 2 leaves is very high compared to that. So this is how you know this is Monstera Borsigiana. And here this is Monstera deliciosa. You see I lost a leaf here and this is the first node point. I lost a leaf here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So total of 5 node points in such a small distance. So this is Monstera deliciosa for you. And of course the fenestration is much more symmetrical and beautiful in case of deliciosa, which is why they are much more famous in terms of plants. but nurseries do sell this as Monstera deliciosa sometimes. I've made a video on all the confusing Monstera varieties. I'll link it up top somewhere. Do check it out. Now coming to the northwest facing window that I have, and this window gets indirect light, and this is the plant list that I have. This is the Phylodendron. There's one branch of lemon lime, one branch of a couple of branches of normal Phylodendron, and this is how it looks kind of as a basket. It's I don't know, it's kind of dark, so I'll also attach a photo here. You can see there's a lot of growth coming out, and it's kind of waterfalling into the ZZ plant here. This is Phylodendron Micans, which is one of my favorite plants right now. Just look at the shade. I mean, it's amazing, right? This has a velvety shade of leaf. If you can see the light reflecting on it, it has a velvety sheen to it. And the leaves, when they are new, they are like amazing in color. Just look at the slight pink color when it comes in new. So yeah, this is one of my new acquisitions as well. Fittonia. So I've put a grill kind of a thing. This I bought from Amazon as well to put my plants in this window, because the grill is inside, so I don't actually have much space to put my plants there. So I had to do this kind of arrangement. This is Syngonium wedlandii. I don't know if I'm spelling it correctly. This also has a peculiar shine to its leaves. It's just amazing. Do you see the shine? Amazing design, Syngonium. So this is normal pothos. It's growing well. And to the left of all of this, the ZZ plant is not growing very well, so I plan to put it outside in the east facing balcony because it doesn't have any new growth at all, and I lost a couple of branches. This is the Phylodenron Red Emerald. I love this plant. See the growth of this plant. This is the propagation ones. They are doing very well. This has grown. This is growing tremendously. This has grown to this height already. And as soon as they grow about like a feet or couple feet, I will be shifting it all of these together in a one mega bunch of plants. These two are my prized possession in the northwest facing balcony. Just look at the immense growth the Pothos plant has, especially when they are staked up like this. It's a very small pot, and the growth has been tremendous from both the bottom and the other side. Do you see? There's so many branches and growth points here. The rubber plant has grown tremendously after putting it in the lighted corner. So I'm waiting for this growth points to come in from the bottom, after which I will snip it from here and multiply it to improve the branching of this. This is the waffle plant. Originally it was in this pot, and I cut some parts of it and propagated it in water, and see the healthy new leaves coming out from the propagated ones. The mother plant has grown unhealthy because the soil is not very nutritious, but this is how the plant looks. It has beautiful purple leaves with background in purple. I think it's a little bit less light right now, but you can see the purple tinge, right? This is waffle plant. I don't know the full scientific name, but you can grow it from cuttings, and it also grows tiny flowers like this. This is the bud, and this is a flower that has come off. It has small little white flowers. I can also show you a bud here. This is an aglonema that I've tried to propagate, but it has been an utter failure. This is the aloe vera section. This is a peace lily which is growing new baby peace lilies. One of them is this one, and the second one is that one. So I am hoping to pull out one of these guys and replant it in some other nutritious soil, because this was the nursery soil. It's not looking very happy there. This is the freshly grown Tulsi plant. I have actually clipped the tops to promote branch growth like this. So you see, this has grown branches like this. So I'll again clip it from top like this to improve the branching. It loves sun. Without sun, its leaves look a little bit pale like this. But as soon as the sunlight comes in, it will be happy again. This is the Phylodendron heartleaf plant that was grown up as a stake plant. Now I'm trying to propagate more of these and actually grow it from the bottom to be a bushier plant. So you see I've planted a lot of cuttings in the bottom, and I've also included some money plants here to increase the green cover of it. So the idea is to cover this moss pole with entirely with green so that this moss pole is not at all visible. The growth is really healthy, the branches are really thick, so this is a very healthy stalk that is growing tremendously, and rest is growing from the bottom. You can see there are a number of branches here, and this will slowly grow up to cover this entire thing. Similar to this plant, you can barely see the stick now because I had used the pinning method to multiply this plant from bottom, and many of them grew so big and they're very happy. And now you can barely see the stick. I have a lot of this garden spread thing. I got 2 plants of this broken stem, and I grew so many of them from just 2 of them. They spread like crazy, and they barely need any requirement at all. They barely need any fertilization or whatever. They have just been like this growing crazy. They just need a little bit of light. So this corner gets northwest facing light, hence it's growing. You can see a little bit of Rajnigandha plants, but they have never flowered in my case, in which case I've never been successful with Rajnigandha flowering in a pot. Maybe I've always grown it in a smaller pot. At the corner is the statement plant, Aurelia dinner plate. You can see I have recently, this has given us tremendous growth in the recent days because of a reason. I'll show you. I have propagated it from this. I have taken one cutting from this and one cutting from this, if you can see, and it has given a lot of new growth. So this is the cut point. It's growing 3 new branches from one cutting. This is how it looks. Beautiful new leaves have come up, and more are coming up. And this is another branch. So it's looking a little bit leggy. So I've taken 2 cuttings. I'll be planting those 2 cuttings once they are rooted here, so as to give it a layered look, so that it doesn't look that leggy. This is the corner plant that we have here. This is the majestic curry leaf plant, a huge one. 2 tiny ones growing beneath it. Brinjal plant, tomato plant, a variety of spinach. This is the section for chilies. There are tiny seedlings coming up. This one has grown tall. This is capsicum, yellow cosmos. This is morning glory. This is a very proud Dieffenbachia or dumb plant, a smaller one growing at the bottom. This is a kind of jasmine, one kind of jasmine, second kind of jasmine. There are two ones for them. One is this plant and the other one is this side. You can see that they are not flowering anymore because there is no sun. In rainy season it stops flowering, and in winter it goes into dormancy. This is a pink bougainvillea which also flowers during sun, so it's not flowering currently. And in the corner there is Euphorbia milli. There is a couple of vincas as well. You can see that here. I'm trying to grow more vincas actually. I have brought in seeds. This corner has a Prajita plant. It has grown really tall but hasn't flowered yet, so I think it will flower after the rainy season. This is Puerto. All of them are pink right now. I'm trying to grow more. And this is not a very good one. This is the exact same as this one, but I think I'll probably discard these guys. The corner has a watermelon plant that is absolutely unhappy, so I'll also throw this away. This was just an experimentation, so I'll just throw this away because this has gotten completely infected. On the rack we have a Sansevieria section. We have Mr. Prickles cactus. We have aloe. We have another Sansevieria, another Sansevieria. We have a couple of money plants there on that corner with 2 blue pots. We have soft candy fern, which looks very awesome. This is caladiums. I have 3 varieties. One is this one is this one, and the third is this one. This is neon pothos. The entire basket is filled with neon pothos and a branch of micans. If you can see the micans, this is the micans, Phylodendron Micans and pothos. This is a peace lily, and this is elephant jade in all its glory. And this is the seedling section. These are some of the flowering sections. Let me also show you that by picking this up. I've grown different forms of flowers. I don't even remember which flowers are these. This is the curry leaf seed. This is also flowers growing. This row is marigold. I remember that. It has not yet budded up. This is a different flower, this is a different flower, and this is a different flower which is not flowered at all. And if you see here, this is balsam seeds. This one, this is spinach. They are becoming leggy because of lack of sun right now, so I might have failed in this seed cycle as well. It's very hard to actually isolate when the seeds would be growing. This is mint or pudina section, which is also not doing very great because there's no sun actually. This is the coriander section. Birds are eating this as well. I'm waiting for the net to arrive from Amazon. This is the Puerto Rica seedlings. You can see the tiny seeds coming out from there. Here, see the tiny seed. See the tiny seed. These are coming out. So you have to always bottom water them. If you water it from the top, the seeds get destroyed. So I usually cover them up like this. And there is more mint here, which is not doing well. And this is the hydroponic section. I'll show you the roots on some part of the screen. I've shot a video separately for that. And this is how it looks. This is a tub, and this is just a plastic sheet. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe and like and follow me on Facebook and Instagram, and maybe ask me questions if you have any of the plants that I showed here. Thanks for watching.